What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and we live in the building, man. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? It is your boy West Coast. We live in the building, man. This is Can't Sleep Cowboys. You know what that means? That means we was laying in bed. I was laying in the bed chilling. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do to make myself go to sleep. And man, my eyes was not going to sleep. So I said, man, I called up my cousin. He like, man, I'm just up thinking about these goddamn Cowboys. I said, well, god damn, we might as well go live then, man. So here we are. You already know what it is. Your boy West Coast, Can't Sleep Cowboys, right here in the flesh, man. Let's get this thing popping, man. Henny, what's up with your boy?
Man, look, hey, burning that midnight oil, man. Like you said, like, hey, can't go to sleep right now. Shit, it's always a good time to do a show, do some cowboy content, talk some football. So I'm always up for that.
Shoot, I heard that. And the crazy thing about it is we was already doing that. So it's like we just be continuing our conversation that we had from the phone to this right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it is. So let's get it, man. So hey man, I appreciate everybody that's coming in right now. We should be light up. We should be live on all platforms right now. Facebook, YouTube. I got to get my TikTok up. You know, TikTok's so crazy. They don't even care about hearing. They don't even be hearing your voice, right? They don't even be hearing your voice, and they still be on there disagreeing.
They don't know what I be saying.
Nah, they don't even know what you be saying, and they still be on here disagreeing. I
All
don't know
right,
about that
good.
one. Man. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know. I don't know about that one, man.
I would.
Instagram will be like, bro, we can't hear the other him. We can't hear him. We can't hear him. We can't hear him. We can't hear him. And you two of them take that damn TikTok and still be on there like, oh man, hell no, man. I don't agree with that one, man. They crazy, man. TikTok is I love them, but they a different type, a different fan. I'll say that. They're definitely a different fan. But yo, man, it's your boy West Coast. We live in the building, man. Hey, man, if you're watching, wherever you're watching right now, it's Can't Sleep Cowboys. I want to know what time it is, wherever you're watching it right now. He said, Matthew, I need you to keep your advice to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're going to show me your resume of you molding and scoping quarterbacks. If not, I need you to keep your opinion to yourself.
What did Matthew say so I can get on his ass?
Nothing. He ain't say nothing. He ain't say nothing. He was just up late. He had a long day. Too much blood going to his head. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, just a little too much blood going to his head. Yeah, I though. He was tripping, but I fixed him. He's straight now. You know what I'm saying? So let's get. Nah, he said I'll let you go read the comment because I don't want to start. I don't want to start that tonight. I don't want to start that tonight. You know what I'm saying? All right, so yo, I need everybody right now to put what time it is that you're watching, and we are going to. I want to know who's the latest person up right now. You know, make sure you guys put it in the comment box. It's 10:03 where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I got a 12 a.m. I got a Tyrone Smith. He say 1 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we got a 1 a.m. watching. Okay, what we got over on YouTube? Let me see what we got on YouTube. YouTube, what y'all who up late on YouTube? Who burning that oil on YouTube? Let me know. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's see what we got over here on YouTube. On YouTube, we got Jeffrey Lombard. God dang it, Jeffrey. I wish you would put dashes in between your name so I could spell it phonetically. But I'm going to take a whack at it. It's Lombardozuzzi. You feel me? Eee. I got YSL whack. Hey, Wicked. Hey, man, I'm going to just say YSL with all the stuff that's going on with YSL. You might want to change your name. I just don't want you to kick up and get caught up on no Rico. Yeah, I'm talking about because when they dropped that Rico, everybody in trouble. God damn it. Listen to me. When Young Thug got charged with Rico, I deleted all his music. You wanna know why? Because you ain't getting me. Because listen, I'm already dealing with enough stuff in my life. I don't need them knocking on my door. No, 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 no. Hey, say you from the South, Henny. You know when they hit you with that Rico, everybody going to jail.
Everybody, the mamas, the babysitter, they might go ahead and get the baby. Then everybody go that way.
Yeah, everybody ass going to jail when they bring that Rico in there, everybody going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Big Mama going to jail. She was
Boy,
Big
they gonna
Mama.
get big. They gonna get Big Mama while she cooking the greens, man.
Yeah, Big Mama in there cooking green. She going to jail for conspiracy. Oh, so Big Mama, you had the criminals fed every night, huh? Huh? You were feeding them. You were feeding them. Oh yeah, that's accessory. Where you're going to the big A. You're going to the slammer.
you were helping raise up a criminal enterprise.
Yeah. You help feed a criminal. You help feed a criminal enterprise.
Like they be making it sound throw like they in the mafia. So it just be folks doing regular ghetto stuff. They go just taking me to jail.
For real. Big Mama going to jail for sure. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, let's go ahead and do this SS real quick, man. You guys already know what it is. Somebody asked me, are you going to the game on Sunday? My plan is to go to the game on Sunday. I'm still kind of, they're in my town, so I definitely gonna be at the game. It's just a matter of how I'm gonna do it because I ain't gonna lie, the watch parties be cracking the most, but my plan is to be at the game on Sunday. I'm just trying to see how I'm gonna do it with content because last time I was at SoFi, I got blocked for 3 days, so I'm a little nervous right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I will be in the building, so don't even trip. You know what I'm saying? If you're coming to Cali, you need to bang my line because listen to me, ain't nobody coming to Cali without checking in with the kid, and that's West Coast, man. So if you're gonna be in LA this week, check in with your boy, man. I got you, man. I'll steer you in the right direction. Tell you what size you need to be on, what size you don't need to be on, where you can wear blue at, and where you can wear red, and where you can wear green. Yeah, I'm talking about. So let's go through this real quick. I'm gonna say everybody's name that I see in this comment box. As I say your name, make sure you say what's up to West Coast, and I'm gonna say what's up to your back. I'm gonna say what's up to YouTube first. So what's up, Jeffrey Jeffrey L? What's up, boy? Jeffrey, what's your nickname? Because I know the homies is not calling you Lombard. I know they're not doing that. So I need to know your nickname. What they call you in the hood, Jeff? Top on, what's up, boy? I see you. Stargazer 3. What's up, my boy? He says, what's up, Cole? And Henny Kings of the late night. You already know, man. You already know they say it's only two things open after midnight and on these Cowboy streets: some legs or West Coast and Henny. You feel me? That's the only thing that's up late at night. You feel me?
Yeah, indeed, brother.
Indeed. Matthew Warren, what's up with you, Matthew? Hey, Matthew, hit that star button. Neil, what's up, crazy ass Neil? Hit that star button. Greg Martinez, old crazy ass. He Lamborghini. Okay, I got you. Hit that star button. Justin Hernandez, hit that star button, my boy. Appreciate you. Who else we got up in here? Anthony Hallback. What up, Anthony Hallback? What's up, my boy? Hit that star button. I appreciate you, my boy. Damn, y'all got some names after midnight. Like, what the hell, man? Hold on. I got a IGNAIO. Now, I'm gonna do what I tell my son to do, sound it out phonetically. So I'm gonna say that's Ignacio. Okay, we'll roll with that. Greg, what's up, Greg? Scott, what's up, Scott? Hey, man, somebody hit that star button. Let me know it's on, please. Somebody hit that star button. Let me know it's on. Matthew, what's up with you? Tim Miller. What up, Tim Miller? I can't wait, bro. 2 weeks. We're going to be in oh, my God. I got to go to a Rams game and then turn around and go to that Cowboys Detroit game. I'm going to go 2 games in 2 years. Ooh, that's going to be crazy. What's up with you, hard hitter? What's up with you, my boy? And then Ignacio, what's up with you, my? Okay, I got it right. Look at that. Look at God. I did get it right. Hey, somebody hit that star button. Let me know it's on. You guys don't forget, Top Star Giver. This is the last show of the night. So this is your last opportunity to win. Top Star Giver tonight is going home with a Trevon Diggs wearable jersey. This is a jersey you can actually wear. You can wear it. You can put it on the mall. You can do whatever you want with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming from West Coast. It's my way of saying I appreciate you. Feel me? TikTok, what's up with you? Hey, TikTok, all y'all crazy ass Cowboys on TikTok. Hey, listen to me. If you're a Cowboy fan, it's too late to be weird. All right? It's too late to be doing weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to do that. It's too late for all that. All right? Be normal. We're going to be all right, and we're going to get along. You feel me? Hey, let's get into it. So, I don't even want to talk about the Rams because I haven't, like, really, a shout-out to OG Tim Miller with the band. Appreciate you, my boy. I'm going to just say this. We can beat the Rams.
I got some numbers on the Rams. I've been looking at them.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like they're not playing well. They have not played well at all. So we just look at the couple numbers I put together for them. In the 2 losses they have, they've been sacked 14 times. They currently have a hodgepodge offensive line. They got guys out, guys playing different positions they're not used to playing. They got a guy that was a guard playing center. They got a guy who was on the practice squad called up. They got a bunch of stuff going on right now with the offensive line. So they're not really able to protect Matthew Stafford. And even when Matthew Stafford has time, they don't really have the weapons they used to have. You know, they went and made that acquisition for Allen Robinson, and it has not bared any fruit so far. Allen Robinson only has 95 yards in 4 games and 1 touchdown. So
Damn.
like
What
he
is
has
he doing?
not.
Oh
He
yeah,
not
he robbing. He definitely. It's a bunch of. Listen to me. You need to write an article about the people who is stealing, who need to go to jail for stealing. As of right now, listen, I can give you a whole list of people right now that can go to jail for stealing. Allen Robinson need to go to jail for stealing. Galladay, he definitely need to go to jail for stealing. Like they are committing federal cases out here in these streets, and y'all got rid of Amari Cooper. I ain't about to bring that up, but you got dudes out here creating. They like really doing RICO cases.
Oh yeah, they stealing, and he's one of them. And it's partly due to they're not really targeting him like that either, because Cooper Kupp was targeted 19 times tonight. I don't know. I don't have Allen Robinson's targets in front of me, but he did not get that many targets either. Now, but like he has not been productive in the opportunities he has had either. So that is a part. So it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of Matthew Stafford's not throwing him the ball, and when he does throw him the ball, he does not make plays. And then let's talk about the offense as a whole. They're only averaging 17.5 points a game. They've
That
scored.
ain't good. That ain't good. About to play us. That ain't good.
No, and then yeah, think about it. We're missing Dak Prescott. We're missing Schultz is hurt. We just now got Michael Gallup back.
Schultz is back, but Schultz just ain't Schultz. Like, let's just be
Yeah,
real.
he
Schultz is
he
he's
having
not.
the Ezekiel Elliott problem. He has the same injury. He's trying to play through a PCL injury, and that's why I always say don't put bad tape out there. So, you got the rambling of fans saying like, "Oh, Ferguson and Hendershot can do his job," because Schultz going out there not playing well. So I'm always the guy that says if you're hurt and you can't be the guy that you were when you are healthy, don't go out there put bad tape out there because they'll use that against you. You're already playing on a 1-year deal. You know what I'm saying? Like anything you put on tape right now is your audition for your next team or for the Cowboys. So
Yep.
you have to get a contract next year. So, but that's really the thing. They have an issue scoring. Even in the game, they haven't looked good.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. They did all that while Cooper Kupp still had 14 catches for 122 yards.
Right,
Tyler
Cooper Kupp
Higbee still had like it's amazing that like the cold thing about the Rams is this: they can look bad even with their star player balling, bro. Like Cooper Kupp had 19 targets tonight. He caught 14 of them. 122 yards.
Just didn't get a touchdown. But like he's doing his job. But Matthew Stafford is not, and that's another thing. Matthew Stafford is struggling.
He is super struggling, bro. And think about this. I'm gonna tell you this right here. My boy Matthew Stafford threw 48 passes tonight, bro. 48. 48. Like, that's ridiculous. He only had 1 interception. He probably should have had more. San Francisco DBs ain't like Dallas Cowboy DBs. I pray to Jesus. I'm talking about baby Jesus in the manger. The one that's all cute, the one that's looking up at you with the glory in the eyes, and he said, "Goo, goo, ga, ga." I pray to baby Jesus that he throw the ball 48 times versus us. Oh, my God.
I mean, they're probably going to. They're probably going to. But
Lord.
they have no running game.
Please, Lord.
They have no running game, so to speak, because it's partly due with the offensive line, and it's also partly to do with the attempts they're giving their running backs. But they are not able to maintain their running game, and that's really one of the issues they have. One of the keys in this offense has always been the play action pass. Well, they're not really running the ball effectively for anybody to buy that right now.
Nope. Tonight, they ran the ball 18 times for a total of 40, 51, 57 yards. Darrell Henderson from Memphis, Tony Pollard's former teammate, he had 7 carries for 27 yards. He had an average of 3.9. Listen to me this. They had Cam Akers. He had 8 carries for 13 yards. He averaged 1.6 yards per carry. Then they had Brandon Powell, who rushed 1 time for 11 yards, and Matthew Stafford, who ran the ball twice for 6 yards. Like they're running like they 100%. Now, my little cousin told me, oh, we had to ban my little cousin. His name is Xavier. I might even interview him one time because he's a diehard Rams fan and he knows everything about the Rams. And he just flat out, oh man, we just their defense, it just wouldn't let us run. And I'm thinking like this. I didn't tell him because I didn't want to go full West Coast on him, and he's a little kid still. But damn, I'm thinking in my head, bro, y'all only ran the ball 18 times to 48. Y'all was not trying to run the ball.
No, they weren't trying
Like
to run the
you
ball.
chose to give up on the run, Los Angeles Rams. And guess what the 49ers did? The 49ers did not. Their running back, Jeff Wilson, at 18 carries. You know what I'm saying? They toted that ball individually. They ended up with 22 carries for like a little bit under 100 yards. And then guess what? Jimmy Garoppolo threw the ball how many times you think? 27 times, and guess how many he completed? 16. Jimmy Garoppolo had a game identical to Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
He was
So
16 of 27, 239, and 1 touchdown. Cooper Rush had the identical numbers.
yeah, and then even on the touchdown, it was a 5-yard pass that Deebo Samuel took the rest of the way. It was a 57-yard completion. It went 5 yards. He went 52 yards after catch. So it's not really no, their biggest plays of the night was a pass that went 5 yards, then a pass that was behind the line of scrimmage. They're not really throwing the ball down the field with Jimmy Garoppolo. They're doing play action passes. They're doing something simple. They're getting the ball out of his hand. He's not patting the ball, holding on to it. He only has 1 or 2 reads. They know who Jimmy Garoppolo is, and they're playing to his strengths. And you got to commend them for doing that. They want to run the ball. They got a great defense. They got improved cornerback play. That was a weakness of their last year. They went out and got Tre'Davious Ward, who is one of the highest rated man coverage defensive backs in football since he's been playing. By the way, he was a Cowboy. He was on our preseason with us
Who
in
is this? Say it
preseason.
again.
Savarius Ward.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Travis was on our team 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was actually longer than that because Ward started on the Chiefs on their championship team. He's been out of Dallas for a while, but he was a guy that never actually got an actual fair shake in Dallas. I really wish we would have kept him, but this was at a point in time when we weren't really doing fair, in my opinion, the fair player evaluation.
Okay.
But like you live, you learn. I like the cornerbacks we have now. But back to what I was saying, Shavarius Ward has helped them solidify what they want to do. They wanted to play more man coverage this year. They went out and got him. He's been good what they asked him to do. So yeah, they're going to use that defensive front. They don't usually blitz a lot, but they brought pressure today. But they got a great defensive front. We know about Bosa. We know about Greenlaw. We know about the Kinlaw, all the guys that got up front. They can get to the quarterback with 4 guys. They did what they needed to do against the Rams, and the Rams are not a good team right now. Maybe at the end of the year they find a way to get their offensive line healthy. They find a way to generate some offense outside of Cooper Kupp. But right now they're not a great team, and I really think we can beat them with Dak Prescott or not. I don't think their offensive line can handle our defensive front. I think it will be a similar situation to what you see with what happened with the Commanders and what happened with the Giants. We play some bad offenses. They are a bad offense right now. Even in their wins, they have not played well. So we can take advantage of them. That's really what I feel about the Rams right now.
Yeah, I mean, I seen Sean McVay just do some crazy stuff. Like this dude had a goddamn wide receiver playing fullback, man, and he was blocking. Like straight from the fullback position, coming out like he was getting a route, and he literally tried to block somebody. Like the goddamn Rams is crazy, man. But I mean, something else that I will say too is like the way we got to remember that the Rams just didn't power through the season last year. It seems like whenever a team goes to the Super Bowl, or they win a Super Bowl, we always get this assumption that they were just good all year. You know what I'm saying? Like the Rams low key kind of dominate, not the Rams, but the 49ers dominated them last year with the dang with the run game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that, like what I see is, man, I see the Cowboys, man, like we got to do the same thing, man. We got to start doing this exact same thing that these other teams are doing to beat teams. Like, cause I'm
I
gonna be
agree.
honest with you, man. This Rams team, this is a hurt team right here. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of out of your organization to win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them teams can't rebound from that. But I ain't gonna lie. I think the Rams gonna get it together. But we just got. My hope is that they didn't get it together this week.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're talking about. But yo, not even just because this the part of the reason why I don't want them to be, to kind of get smart is because listen, the Dallas Cowboys right now are giving up 132 yards per game in the run game. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I made a video. I made a video on this, man. And I just been looking at film and different things, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. The Cowboys, we gotta figure out a way to stop this. We gotta be able to find a way to stop the run, man. Like I made a hat. It didn't sell as good as the run the man ball hat. I ain't gonna lie. And it's crazy because when you can't, like, one of the advantages that we've had with these last two teams is when they've gotten down, they just abandon the run. But I'm gonna tell you, these better offensive teams, they're gonna stick with it. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really think the Rams is that team. I don't really think the Rams are that team that's gonna do it. I think Sean McVay is gonna be super pass happy because that's what he really wants to do. So when it comes to running the ball this week, I think that you're gonna be okay. The things that scare me this week is the tight end Higbee. He scares me because Cowboys don't do well with route running tight ends. Why? Because we don't have really good linebackers. And the linebackers, that's what I'm dropping my video on tomorrow. I was gonna drop it today, but I was like, man, I want to watch a little bit more film. I want to have more conversations because when I drop this indictment, I already know what half the fandom's gonna say. What are you talking about? The linebackers are great. Look at Micah Parsons. And I'm like, man, there's way more to that, man. There's way more to that. We're about to start playing these teams that really want to run the ball. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now, Philly is gonna really want to run the ball on us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and more importantly, man, Cowboys, we gotta fix that inside. You guys already know I've already identified the one of the main culprits. And I'm gonna tell you, because think about this: if you close your eyes and think about Quentin Bohannon, we would all say that dude is what balling.
Wow.
Close your eyes. Neville Gallimore, balling. That dude had a sack yesterday and a TFL. Osia Digazura,
Wow.
semi balling. You know what those all are? D tackles. Bro, how do you have D tackles balling and you're giving up 132 yards a game? That is an oxymoron, bro. Because usually when you're giving up yards like that, your D tackles are not playing good. Like part of the reason why the Cowboys sucked against the run a couple years back is because, bro, we did not think about this. OC just got here 2 years ago. Neville Gallimore just got here 2 years ago too. Quentin Bohannon just got here last year. The years before our run game sucked is because we just did not have the bodies. I love my boy Antoine Woods, but you cannot have three defensive tackles that's 280 pounds. That does not work in the NFL. You can have one, but you can't have three.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we did. So now I am confused. Henny, why in the hell do you how is it that the Cowboys have three D tackles balling, but yet and still cannot stop the run?
Well, it's really not on the defensive tackles if you think about it, because the run support is the issue. We have the most explosive runs surrendered in the NFL.
What is
And
run support? What is run support identified as?
okay, run support is pretty much what it sounds like. You like the defensive tackles are the first line of defense along the line. Of course, they have to deal with an offensive lineman in front of them, but they're really trying to get in, fill the gap, try to make a play in the backfield, things along those lines. But if they are unable to do so, it is up to the linebacker at the second level to clean up the mess. So, run support, fill the gap, get to the running back, fill the hole, make a tackle. Now, if the running back is able to get past the linebacker, then there you go with an explosive play because a linebacker is what generally about 5 yards away from the line of scrimmage to begin with. So
Mhm.
if you get past them, who is next up? The safeties. If you go and look, and I realize we do have a bunch of safeties that do play close to the line, but if you go and look at the amount of tackles that are being made, most of our leading tacklers are safeties.
Safeties. I mean, think about this. Last week, 2 weeks ago, your leading tackler was a safety, then a D tackle. This week, it was a safety, linebacker, safety. That's what does with your leading tacklers this week. Safety, LVE, then safety. Donovan Wilson. Behind Donovan Wilson was man, my mind just went blank.
It
It
was
was
like Wilson, was it Hooker?
Hooker, then LVE, and then it was Izzy Makamu, who balled. That young man balled.
Yep. And Benny, that is partially true. He said that run yards surrendered aren't as bad when they're not scoring, and that's true. That's why we've been able to win these games.
Facts.
However, when we do get a competition where we are playing a team that can actually score, that's going to be an issue because
Exactly.
if they're able to run the ball like that without putting the ball in the air, they're going to hold on and have these long possessions and keep our offense on the sideline. We already have an offense that is struggling right now to score points. So yes, you're right.
That's half. He's half right. And to be honest, he's not even half right. You're actually what you're doing is you actually understand why we are now having this show right now, because you see exactly what we see. Now the only difference between us is we want to start proactively trying to fix it now. You know what I'm saying? Because and also I'm gonna tell you this right here. What we also got to remember is if you're running the ball, we are also controlling the clock. In close games, think about this. Our offense is not scoring consistently. So you know what that means? We're in close games with bad teams. So in close games, when you got to play with good teams, that is going to matter dramatically. You want to know why? Because he who controls the clock controls the game.
And I have one more thing to add on. He said nobody really commits to the runs like the '90s. What they do in the playoffs, and that
Yeah, they do.
we be getting our ass ran off the field. Because you go back and look at the 49ers game last year, they ran us off the field just like they ran Green Bay off the field. The game they actually messed around and lost was
Was
the
a
game
game
that
they proved.
they were trying to pass the ball all around. You go back and look at the Rams game in 2018, they had almost 300 yards rushing against us. So like
264 to be exact.
yeah, so like in the playoffs, it's a different animal because they're going to exploit your weakness no matter what's going on. They're good enough to do so. They may not even be a running team, but if you can't stop the run in the playoffs, they will take advantage of that. That is something that New England used to do a lot. People be expecting Tom Brady to come out and throw the ball all around the yard. And then they
And
they,
he
they
throws.
mess around and end
Go
up with
run.
almost they mess around and have almost 200-yard rushing on you. Don't know what happened. So
Yeah.
like yes, we'll talk about it now while we're winning games, but this is some stuff we're gonna have to get sold up before the postseason. Now we're
And
not gonna.
and and think about this, Henny. I don't really care about what the rest of the NFL is doing. We got to do what's best for us. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, you got to do what's best for you at all times because 31 teams are going to lose anyway.
Yeah, it
You know what I'm
makes perfect
saying?
sense.
31 teams dreams are going to fail either way. So you need to do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? And we need to stop the run. You want to know why? Because that is the reason why we have lost playoff games, point blank and simple. We have given up because we have not been able to stop the run. Now, listen to me. I know we've only given up 4 touchdowns, but we did that to a broke down Cincinnati Bengals, to Daniel Jones, and to Carson Wentz. Now, can we all agree that we're going to play better competition? That's all
Hands
I'm
down.
saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to take away from the defense. I'm just doing the exact same thing Dan Quinn is saying. Like, the quality of quarterbacks, and I'm going to tell you this right now. Matthew Stafford isn't, but after that, the next 2 quarterbacks we play are running quarterbacks, bro. You got Jalen Hurts, who's going to try to run on that ass. You got that Fields kid who's going to try to run on that ass. And if I'm going to tell you this right now, go look at how the Dallas Cowboys play when we play against running quarterbacks. It is not good, man.
Daniel
Like
Jones.
Daniel Jones, bro, that dude had 8 carries for 79 yards.
Yeah, they gassed us. The running quarterbacks always give us issues. I don't know what it was. Even look back when we played Lamar Jackson,
Bro,
like
I was already gonna bring it up. I was
that
gonna
man
bring
had like
it
a
up.
he had like a 60-yard run for a touchdown, didn't he?
On 4th and 1.
Yeah, so
LVE, LVE, man. I'm gonna tell you, bro. LVE.
I think so. Is Goff before Chicago or after? Because we played Detroit in the
I
midst of
think
them.
Detroit is Halloween weekend. That's the 30th.
Let's take a look at our
That's the
schedule.
30th.
But we do got some. We do play much better. Well, not, I ain't gonna even say much better quarterback. Yeah, a couple of them compared to what we play. Because Aaron Rodgers coming up, Jalen Hurts is playing great right now. And listen, like I had him marked as
Detroit is not a bad team, y'all.
matter of fact, they had the number one offense in the league right now. I know people don't really want to talk about it, but Jared Goff has thrown 11 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. He's not the reason
He's
why they're
balling.
losing.
He's balling. He says
So,
not too worried about the running quarterbacks if we have both Curse and Wilson for them games. Listen, Curse and Wilson played in the games last year. Like, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. If you're depending on your safety to make tackles on quarterbacks, you know what we just gave up? 15 yards. Because safeties play 15 yards off the line of scrimmage. If we really about to depend on safeties to stop running quarterbacks, that means we're giving up a minimum of 10 to 15 yards on every play because that's where they play at. Man, you want to stop these running quarterbacks point blank at the line of scrimmage because for the most part, running quarterbacks usually beat defenses. That's just what it is, bro. I'm just being honest with you. Because the NFL defensive scheme is set around you doing your job. And when someone starts doing willy-nilly stuff, you know what it does? It makes you make a decision. And a lot of times it's against what you're doing in coverage. Like right now, I'm gonna give you an example. We run on my defense, I run what's called a man zone. And it's exactly what it sounds like. We run man until someone goes in your zone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we run zone until someone runs in your until a man comes in your zone. And then when he comes in your zone, he's your man. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna tell you what messes that up: a running quarterback. Because a running quarterback will run through my zone, your zone, and his zone, and will still have the damn football. Have all three of us like, what are we supposed to do? What he's gonna do is wait for one of us to break and chase and then throw it where he used to be. So, and I'm gonna tell y'all, we as a team, even with Dan Quinn, have not played good versus run quarterbacks. Like we need to stop. Listen to me. It's 10:30 at night, man. We ain't got to do no arrogance, no nothing, man. We all up late. Man, y'all already know West Coast didn't relapse. You know what I'm saying? I'm still hitting the blunt area now and then. You know what I'm saying? But I did calm down a little bit. So if you fighting it, keep on fighting a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Because West Coast didn't quit. I just tuned it down a little bit. You know what I mean? And you could do it too. You know what I'm saying? But since we all being real tonight, man, let's not sugarcoat it. Let's just all keep it real tonight, folks. We wait, you know what I'm saying? We all on like 3% of battery right now. We all, yeah, I mean, let's just keep it real. Like running quarterbacks give even good defenses good problems, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: our LVEs, our LVE in the middle of our defense, like, bro, that's not gonna work. And all these folks Jalen Smith was better than LVE. Like Jalen Smith was better than LVE, flat out. I'm not even gonna have that. I mean, I'm gonna just keep it real. Jalen Smith was better than he played better than LVE. Like LVE will never have 153 tackles. Never. Like the hate that y'all have against Jalen Smith, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's programmed hate. That's all it is. It's programmed. It's programmed. Like I don't see how somebody so loved turned in such a hated figure. It's like the way y'all despise Jalen Smith is so personal, bro. Because he did not play nearly as bad as most of y'all try to make him out to be. Or if that, he would not be getting paid $6 million from teams right now. Cowboys are still paying him right now. Just picked up from the Giants, and he balled this past week. Like y'all gotta let that go, man. But yeah, we need to. I'm interested in seeing heavier linebackers right now. We need heavier linebackers right now. I need to see my boy Harper. I need to see my boy Harper. We need some this week. We need real thumping linebackers.
Yeah, and you know that is one of the only issues with
LV gonna tackle his own teammate.
it is one of the only issues with Dan Quinn's hybrid defense. Like you said, he substitutes a lot of safeties in for linebackers, but you know, like that is a trade off. They're not as big. They're not as big. They can cover better, but you know they're faster, but they're not as big. And so you're gonna have some issues against the run game. But you know, we really don't have a guy with a bunch of experience on the team that fits the mold. LVE is the guy, and unfortunately, he gonna have to either play better or he gonna have to go out and get somebody in free agency or trade for someone because it's gonna eventually come to the point.
He said Washington, he said LVE chased down a running back. You want to know why he chased him down? Because he didn't meet him at the point of attack. That's why he was chasing. Listen to me. If anybody is chasing on a defense that's not a cornerback, you are wrong. That is football 101. If a defensive tackle is chasing someone, you know what they're getting? Positive yards. If LVE, a linebacker, is chasing someone, my question is, why didn't you hit him when he was in front of you? Like, that's crazy, right? That's how defenses are set up. That's how defenses are set up. Like, I'm gonna tell you, Mike, we need someone who can at least get a lick on these guys, man. Like, you cannot just be running, because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, bruh. And I'm not trying to wish this on anybody, but injuries, bruh. Like, think about this. How long did J-Ron Curse last as a safety playing linebacker in the NFL? A half a game, two games? Because these dudes are still built like safeties. They're still built like safeties. Like, I love Donovan Wilson, but, bro, I don't want Donovan Wilson running into no real running back. And I definitely don't want Jabril Cox, who just came off an injury, doing that.
I
That's
don't
why
really want
you
Jabril
need
Cox
a
on the
real
field.
thumper. You need a real thumper in the
When you go
middle of our
down,
defense.
and when you go down and look at the guys on the field that actually see playing time at linebacker or that's on the roster, Jabril Cox is a guy that hasn't played because he can't tackle. So let's
No,
keep that in mind about Jabril Cox. That boy can't tackle. He has everything else. Like he has
they should
speed,
move him to
he has
safety. They
size,
should really move him to safety.
and you know, he played safety before.
He'd be a better safety because tackling in the NFL requires you to be really good.
So like Jabril Cox can't tackle, and then everybody else that sees significant time, hell, they're really safeties. Like you said, Donovan Wilson, J-Ron Curse. And remember, J-Ron Curse is the guy with the green dot. So he's going to be on the field.
And he's also going to be closest to the line of scrimmage because he has the green dot.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
My people ask me, West Coast, what are we going to do with Donovan Wilson with Jabril Cox when J-Ron Curse coming back? I said, what do you mean? He's still going to play. Because he plays the linebacker position better than the guys that I have playing linebacker.
That's how Dan Quinn rolls. We had this conversation before
And
on
think about this.
another line.
Hey, and think about this. Think about this, Cuzzo. He tried it with who? You know he loved this because he paid a dude, Keanu O'Neal, $5 million last year, who was a safety, to transfer into what? A linebacker. And he did it 1 year. And then what is Keanu O'Neal playing right now? Safety.
And he playing much better. Then he did safety again. Playing much better.
Keanu O'Neal said, hell no, I'm cool. He said, I'm cool. That's too much. That's too much taxation on my body for what? If I'm a safety, the last thing I want to do is go to a linebacker. Why? Because I'm going from almost no content covering passes and tight ends to now I'm fighting off offensive guards. Hell no. These motherfuckers picking me up and slamming me. Like, listen, they get helmet stickers for slamming me. They're looking to, you feel me? They're looking to freaking smash me. And you want to keep, like, that's why I say, man, listen, I love what Dan Quinn is doing, but I don't believe it's sustainable. And we're already seeing that. Why? Because J-Ron Curse is already hurt. And listen to me, Donovan Wilson as at his side, leading your team in tackles. Man, I love him in his heart, but his body ain't gonna be able to tolerate that. It ain't gonna be able to tolerate that. So Cowboys. He says Cowboys. Let's leave some of these comments. Cowboys' weakness is stopping the edge runs. They need to get better. Not really it's not really the edge runs, my guy. What's killing Cowboys right now is A gap, B gap, C. Anything that's between the anything that's between the center, guard, and guard tackle. Edge would be off the ends. DeMarcus Lawrence holds it down on them sides. Dorrance Armstrong, they're doing their job. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Trevon Diggs, he tackling. Anthony Brown, he's tackling. Like them dudes are doing their jobs on the outside. You know what I'm saying? But think about this. We giving up the biggest runs past 10 yards, but we've only given up 4 touchdowns. So who do you think is stopping them dudes when they break loose? Your DBs, your safeties. Think about that, Henny. You didn't even think about that. Think about that. We lead the league in the biggest in runs over giving up runs over 10 yards, but we've only given up 4 touchdowns. So you know what this is? That means we have guys that are getting past 10 yards. That means, bro, that's damn near the safeties. That explains why your safeties are leading your team in freaking tackles, because your linebackers aren't. Because if your linebackers were actually tackling, you would not lead the league in runs bigger than 10 yards, because linebackers are at 5 to 6 yards. So if you're leading the league in 10 plus yards, that means you are not getting any help in the run from your linebackers at all.
No.
At all. At all.
And when you think about it, that really also applies to Anthony Barr too. Now, he's playing better than LVE is, but you know, I'm gonna give Barr a little bit more credit, because he is playing outside linebacker. It really the runs up the middle that are affecting us the most, especially against the running quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need to play better.
My boy says we need to try out Harper at least. I mean, this the only thing that sucks about Harper is he's young. You can't have part of the reason why I believe our LV is still on the field is because of experience. Like, you almost would instantly listen to me. I love Harper, but I would want Harper in on obvious run plays, because I would still take all my other linebackers. Oh, I would still take LVE all over my other linebackers in run. I would. I mean, in pass, I would. In pass, I would, because he has the experience. I think the defense was on the field 71 plays. That is too many for a 6th round linebacker to be playing. In the middle linebacker, no, that's too much. You know what I'm saying? The only way you replace LVE is with a guy who has the brain capacity to be able to do that for 71 plays. I think even as much as I think Harper can be an upgrade on certain plays, I think throughout the stretch of the game, I think he'll look worse than LVE. Keep it real. Because you don't have the experience. That's why it would have been bro, if you would have dropped a freaking Bobby Wagner on this defense, life is ridiculous right now. Life is good. LVE, I mean, and I'm going to tell you, Micah Parsons probably got 15 sacks, because with a realistic linebacker back there, Micah Parsons never has to drop off. He's always on the line. And when he's not on the line, he's on the sidelines drinking water.
Yeah.
You know my boy Nick. Hey, this is something I want to throw to you, because this is what people are saying. Parsons got to get more reps with the linebackers. Well, then that means he can't be with the DNs. Means he can't be rushing the quarterback.
And I prefer him being an edge, because that's what he's best at. Michael Parsons, the edge, is top 5 in his position. Michael Parsons, the linebacker, is okay. So I would rather Michael Parsons be mainly an edge rusher. He is dominant at doing that.
And then look at Michael Parsons' body structure. He does not have the body structure to be running into Zeke. Like, ask me this question: how many times do you want Micah Parsons running into Ezekiel Elliott?
Not many.
Bro, that's a different body style. That's a different. Micah Parsons is lean. You don't want Micah Parsons getting picked up off his feet, and that's what guards and tackles do to linebackers. Like, they pick them dudes off their feet, and they're trying to pancake your ass. And they get helmet stickers for doing this stuff. They celebrate this stuff. My boy DZ said, not trying to be rude, but I think LVE will get. I mean, I don't know if I don't want to wish that on nobody.
Until you get what?
He just said he think I don't think he's gonna get hurt because he don't actually tackle nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he. I mean, he's not breaking that much. He's not causing that much contact. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about. We got some people that want to talk about Zeke and Tony. This is run game, man. What's your thoughts on this run game this past week?
It was a struggle. But you know what? My positive is they actually kept with it. They ran the ball enough for them to respect the play action. When we ran play action, we had guys wide open down the field, and it was beautiful. So yeah, the run numbers in totality were putrid. Like, we ran the ball, I think 29 times and didn't even get to like 70 yards. But we ran the ball 29 times. We kept our offense on the field. We utilized play action, and we inked out a win. So I'm fine with that. You gave two of your better players touches to try and get involved in the game. Now, Zeke didn't have his best game. Tony Pollard did not have a great game at all by any stretch of the imagination. But you gave them a chance to get, to try and make an impact. And when you really think about it, you take away the play action and the run, we probably would lose this game. As crazy as that sounds, like how will we lose this game? We only rush for such and such yards. Yeah, but they have a good defensive front. And you saw what happened when we tried to do straight dropbacks. We had two interceptions that were weighed off by penalty, and we were taking sacks. He almost threw another interception. We were backed up in the end zone. So like they were able to actually cause some issues, in a straight drop pass game. They were able to get pressure. They were able to make Cooper Rush uncomfortable in those instances. But when we were able to use play action and keep and run, we were able to protect them a little bit better. So that's really why we need to keep the run, keep the opposing defense off balance. And you know what? You keep running. Eventually, you'll have bigger plays in the run game. You've seen the explosive plays from both Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard just the game before. So it's not something that you go away from. Keep trying to do it.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this right here, right? I was just jotting some notes down while you was talking, right? Because you was speaking, you was preaching a beautiful soliloquy. Soliloquy. How you say it? Soliloquy. How you say it?
Soliloquy.
Country. How the country and how the old country nigga? How he be able to say the word? And I'm a Cindy Slick and I can't say it, man. God damn. All right, well, this is what I got from that beautiful thing you just said right now. So, reasons to run the ball. You get to be the play action. Okay, that sounds good. I like that. You get yardage from it. Okay, I like that. Hold up, I got another one that just came down. Okay. You get to control the clock. I like that. You keep your defense on the field. Ooh, I like that. And you get to wear down the opposing defense's defense with your run game. I like that. Now, think about this, guys. Even though the run game was not good, all of these were still achieved. And think about this. That is the beauty of the run game. Even when you're not getting yards, like think about this one. Out of all 5 of these things, only one of these things was actually happening. We wasn't getting yards, but we were still able to play action because we kept running. We were still able to control the clock. Think about this. With 4 minutes on the clock, we had the ball. They only had 2 timeouts. We could have just ran the ball and the game would have been over with. Think about that. Theoretically, and we were up 15. So all we had to do was run the ball to the 2-minute warning and then get them to use 1 timeout, get 1 first down, and the game is over. We didn't even have to go to the 2-minute warning. We could have did the exact same thing that the Arizona Cardinals did to us. You guys remember when the Arizona Cardinals did to us and they ended the game with the 4-minute mark and they didn't even have to play the 2-minute warning? Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That's smart.
Made us use all our timeouts. Couldn't even get the ball back.
We couldn't even get the ball back. You know what I'm saying? And we lost. And we could not even, the 2-minute warning meant nothing. It meant nothing. They didn't even have to play it. Okay, so you can still get to control the clock. So we controlled the clock. We just chose to do dumb stuff. You keep the defense, you keep your defense off the field. We did that for the most part until we start throwing the ball and giving it up. And you get to wear down the opposing team's defense. You still did that. Like, think about that. That is how powerful the run game is. Even when the run game is only able to get you 2 yards, if you continue to do it, guess what? Those guys still got to tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Them linebackers still got to fill gaps. Them guys still got to come down. They still got to do every single thing that they got to do on every run play. And guess what? We're going to hide play action pass in there. Want to know why? Because we're hard-headed, right? Why do you think our long game, how do you think CeeDee Lamb was able to get wide open other than the fact that they had a safety on him? You want to know why? Because they were more concerned with the Cowboys getting a little couple yards. So that's why I tell you guys, the run game doesn't actually have to really get you yards. It has to be respected.
Mm-hmm. And we put on film already.
Hey, listen. Hey, sorry, man. The run game is like a single mother, god dang it, in the hood. You feel me? You might not have them Jordans. You know what I'm saying? You might not appreciate your landlord. We got to do some content, man. Stop playing, bruh. You was live when I was live talking about, man, my schedule, man. My schedule, man. I got this crazy schedule, man. I go to work at 4, and then I get off at 3, and then I got to clock in, and then I got to clock out, and then I got to shake hands with the op. If I don't shake hands, they're going to make me stay West Coast. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Boy, hit me up, my boy. But yeah, man. Like, that's the thing I love about the run game, bro. It's like a single mother, man. Like, bruh, no matter what, man, you might not have the finest in things, but, bruh, I promise you, man, she gonna get it done, bro. Christmas still cracked, bruh. Salute to all the single mothers out there, Cowboy fans, buying all that Cowboy gear for me, man. I ain't know how much that stuff costs. I'm mad my mama bought all that stuff now. But it was the 90s. We was winning, so I ain't mad. I ain't too mad, right?
I know, right? But yeah, man. But to piggyback on what you said, man, we already put on tape that we can hurt you with the run because we just ran crazy on the Giants. We put on tape, all the explosive runs. They talk about Zeke ain't explosive. That man had a damn near 30-yard run. Tony Pollard had a 50-yard run. They have to respect the run game. They have to respect the run game. So it's already on tape. So you know what? When you put it on tape, they have to study it. When they have to study it, they have to prepare for it. So when you line up and you show it, even if you're not really finna do it, they have to respect what they already seen on tape and react to it accordingly. So that's the beauty of it. Yeah, Tony Pollard didn't have a good game last game, but
give us your opinion on why Tony Pollard didn't have a good game this past week.
He doesn't need to be running in between the tackles for one. 2, the boy probably need to be playing a little bit more slot than anything. But but really, they didn't really do a lot of the plays that worked for him last week.
Thank you, bro. That was really what I was. I mean, we already know about the slot. We already know he's not built like Zeke. That's the obvious stuff. But still, that was the point that I was hoping you brought up right there. Is what you said, bro. We didn't even run the same plays, bro. Like we didn't run. Like what happened to the toss this week?
Yeah, they got away from it. They got away from the toss. They got away from the sweep. They got away from attacking the edge. And this is not a team that that's really good at holding the edge. Chase Young ain't there. They ain't got no super. No, they got a good defensive line, but like we got a great tackle that can get out of space. So we can take the edge, especially with Tony Pollard's speed. So why they did not attempt to do so, I don't know. But they really mishandled Tony Pollard this game. They really mishandled the run game in general because Zeke was not successful either. They could have put both our running backs in better positions to be successful. I'm not sure what happened to the creativity we saw a week prior, but it was not present in this week's game plan. Hopefully, when we play the Rams, who also have trouble stopping the run, hopefully we see a little bit more of those plays that actually worked.
Bro. My Kellen Moore is like my homeboy. I got this homeboy, bro. Everything, man, I'd be like, bro, I caught a fish. He'd be like, man, I caught a shark. Like, damn.
We got the shark, boy.
I'd be like, he'd be like, man, I'd be like, dang, I was at the casino, man. I won $100. He'd be like, damn, I was at the casino just last Thursday. I won 1,100. Would you give my $20 then? Like, Kellen Moore is one of them dudes, bro. Like, the thing that scares me about him is, bro, when he plays these Wizards, he be like, I'm about to show them. Who does this McVay guy thinks he is? I'm just as smart as him. Bruh, I know we about to see some funny plays in this game, bruh. Like, I'm already prepared for it, bruh. I am already prepared for it.
And this is the thing. We just talked all this stuff about the Rams offense. This is not a defense to trifle with. They still got Bobby Wagner. They still got Jalen Ramsey.
Smart line. They have an all-pro at each level of their defense.
They still got Aaron Donald. They still got Leonard Floyd. They got good defensive players. So what you cannot do is come out here in these half-baked, funny style offensive sets. You're gonna have to attack these guys. This finesse style of football is not going to work. You're going to have to do what the 49ers do to beat these guys all the time. You're going to have to run the ball. You're going to have to use play action. You're going to have to stay ahead of the chains. You're going to have to, it's not really about outsmarting these guys. Like you said, they got guys who are Hall of Famers at each level. Jalen Ramsey is probably going to be a Hall of Fame corner. He's the only guy. I think he's the only corner to make the Pro Bowl each of the last 5 seasons.
And CeeDee Lamb better be ready because I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. If he allowed Jalen Ramsey to shut him down, bro, the memes are coming. The memes are coming, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. This will be the best. This is gonna be the best corners we've seen all season for sure. This is the best defense we've seen all season. For sure.
We're gonna have to figure it out.
To be honest with you, bro, keep it real. This is crazy to say, but the Rams are really the best team that we've played, that will realistically played this season. Like, they're not playing good right now, but offensively, bro, they are a freaking juggernaut. Defensively, bro, they're like, you know what I mean? Like realistically, this is the most, how about I say this? This is the most talented team that we're gonna play.
I'll say most talented right
there
now.
There we go. Talented, just better. Because you can be talented and just not be using it.
Yeah, because they're talented. They still got Cooper Kupp. They still got Allen Robinson. They still got Matthew Stafford. They got a bunch of guys on their team they have been successful before in the league. They're not playing good football right now. Their offensive line is in shambles, but that doesn't mean anything. They might have a better offensive plan set for when they play us. Because look, it's going to be game 5. They're going to have to start getting wins somewhere. So they're going to play desperately to try and get this win.
Yeah, man, and they at their crib,
and it's a home game. And look, I know Dak wants to play, but
he not playing this week.
From what Mike McCarthy said is after Dak goes to the doctor tomorrow, he has a doctor appointment Tuesday. They're going to reevaluate him, but Mike McCarthy wants Dak Prescott to have a full week of padded practice before he plays again. So odds are, if Dak Prescott is not going to be able to come back until at least the Philadelphia game. So I don't expect to see Dak Prescott this game. And you know what? That's probably the best. If he is not 100%, even if he's 90%, keep him out until he is fully healed. Because you do not want him to re-injure his hand. And even worse than that, you do not want him to play bad either. because of an
Mhm.
injury. So let him rest. Even if we should be able to beat this team without Dak Prescott, because like I said, they are slumping right now. They can't protect their quarterback. We have a good defensive front. They do not have a run game. They're going to be a one-dimensional team. We have too many good pass rushers, and we have a run game that can keep them on their offense off the field. So
And
like
if
we
they throw
have,
the ball 48 times, well, they're gonna give you opportunity to take one, bro.
yeah, like
48
we
freaking times. Give it to me 40. Just give me 40. You ain't gotta give me 48. Give me 40 passes. Trayvon's taking one, bro. Because Matthew Stafford he's just gonna you know what I'm saying? He's gonna flick that wrist and let that thing go. He don't care where it go.
speaking of Matthew Stafford, he has more interceptions than touchdowns right now.
Yes, because he is a quarterback that has been given the green light. Like there are quarterbacks in the certain that are gotten into like, bro, after you win a Super Bowl, they don't care if you throw interceptions, bro. Like his you know what I mean? Like he's already paid. He got a Super Bowl. So Matthew Stafford don't like his team and the fan base will never quote interceptions against him unless he does it in a moment where it's like it cost them a game. You know what I'm saying? And it has to cost them a big game. But for the most part, man, some of these organizations, bro, they green light these guys. They ain't tripping. Joe
Mm-hmm.
Burrows can throw as many interceptions as he wants. They are not tripping, bro. They are not tripping. They are not gonna. Joe Burrows, you're gonna get benched. No, Justin Herbert can throw as many interceptions as he wants. He can play bad. Justin Herbert can even play bad, and they ain't even tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really goes to the as you would say the expectations of the organization. Like I don't
Yeah.
think the expectation of the organization is for Matthew Stafford to play well. I think the expectation is for him to win games. Like they don't give a damn about that. So it's like, man, when he do 11 interceptions, bro, we gotta take opportunity. Like, and this is when I hate it when it's like when you don't have a when you don't have a good offense, is because you can't capitalize on these opportunities. So then they do become watered down stats because you're not doing anything with them. Like 11 interceptions for Trevon Diggs, we got 28 points from it. You scored 4 times on 11 interceptions. He took 2 to the house himself. But on 11 interceptions from Trevon Diggs, you only scored on 4 of them. So, I mean, to a player, that's like, bruh, you know what I mean? Damn, I did my job, but bruh, come on, man. At least get a field goal. And this is going to be a team where we're going to have to score some points. But yo, man, we've been on here for an hour, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, man. I appreciate everybody for rocking, man. This has been your edition of Can't Sleep Cowboy. We'll probably be on. I will be live in the morning, so make sure you guys tune in and make sure you guys follow. And then we'll also be live tomorrow night. I'll let you know. We usually go on. I got practice tomorrow, so it's gonna be like after 7. But we'll do another Can't Sleep Cowboy, and we'll get it popping. You know what I'm saying? But Henny, man, let them know what's your next article you're about to drop. Actually, tell them about the article you just dropped.
Yeah, man. I dropped an article where we're talking about the so-called quarterback controversy in Dallas. And man, I pretty much just laid it out, man. A lot of people are suffering from recency bias at this point. They forgot how good Dak Prescott has played in his in his career. The man's been in the MVP conversation at least 3 different seasons. Cooper Rush, while he is winning games, he's only completing about 60% of his passes. If he were to play a full season, his numbers are extravagated across the full season. He would only have 21 passing touchdowns and 3,100 yards passing. So if Dak Prescott was to ever have a season like that, no matter the outcome, people would crucify him. But
Facts.
it is different. It's different expectations. Y'all not tripping because he's the backup quarterback and he's winning games. Y'all are tripping on Dak because he's been with us for a long time at this point. Y'all want a championship. I understand that, but Dak Prescott has played damn good. He's been a top 10 quarterback in every statistic you can think of. He's fifth all time in career completion percentage. And look, just last year, he threw the seventh most on target passes in the league with 452, and he had the seventh fewest bad throws in the league. His bad pass percentage was 14.7. There were only 6 quarterbacks who had a better rate than that. So these things about Dak Prescott being in ad career, Dak Prescott not being a good quarterback, It's unfounded. You can watch the tape or you can look at the numbers and see that it's a complete lie. But people have these narratives. We're the Dallas Cowboys. We have the biggest fan base in the world. They're gonna have these hot takes. We just have to be better as a fan base, not buy into it.
Facts, man. Facts. And man, listen to me. I'll tell y'all this. We'll end on this right here. I love the fact that fans are perplexed on who should be the starter. Because you know what that means? That means their backup's doing his job. You guys already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace.